drop, pimp out, they watch, we march, I give it all, don't miss out, yeah, then this bitch no leg lock, yeah, we on top, big knots, yeah, you too hard.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Azazel's Gaming, and today I'm back to bring you probably the best and the strongest SMG build in the game. I don't care what anybody say, this thing hits like a truck. It melts armor in so damn quick, like lightning strikes. If you want to see any of the gameplay, the link will be in the description. I posted a video a couple of weeks ago. I finally got some of the pieces better, and I actually rechanged some of the pieces. So yeah, it took me a while to actually drop this build, but here it is. So let's get straight to it. I'm not gonna waste the main time. So what we are going to rock, we're going to rock the firewall, specialization, and the survivalist. In this case, since I'm playing by myself, I'm playing with the firewall. If I'm playing with a team, I got survivalists because of the kits and for fire nades. But the main focus on here is these two SMGs, but mainly the Ouroboros. So let's get straight to it. So with the Ouroboros, right, everybody know what the Ouroboros does. Roll them all, stats effects. Honestly, we're not even using this for this talent. Let's be honest, none of us really use this gun for the talent. We don't even really know that the talent be proc because we don't really use it. We use it because of the burst damage and because of the mag and the reload speed. So in this case, that's what we're gonna do. So yes, I have it to expertise 24. You know, of course I got damage to targets out of cover, which is the best in slot. And you see it hits for 102.7k base damage for 1.7 million armor. Yes, that is high for an Ouroboros to hit for 102.7k base damage with that much RPM. Yeah, have fun surviving. Like I said, go look at the clips. You're gonna see how fast you get shredded. I don't care. There is not one build in this game that can ADS this build. I'm telling you, if you ADS this build, you getting shredded to the floor. Shotguns, all that can't handle it. And I'm telling you, if you do not believe me, check the gameplay. But I'm gonna get straight back to what I was saying. So the reason why you want to use this, because it gives you the highest RPM, is 1485 RPM and 50 bullets in the mag. Okay, that's the reason why they want to use it. The talent is cool, whatever, but as you see, it come with crit damage, reload speed, which is great to actually get back into the fight, and we have crit chance. So with both of these SMGs, we are hitting 60% crit. No 59s, no 58s. We want all the crits that we want. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And the second gun, this is what I will use when I'm playing with a team, like I said, for survivalists. Now I'm playing by myself, so I'll probably throw on an AR, but again, this is not no AR build. This is basically for SMGs only. So when I play with this, I got on Sadis. And the reason why I will have on Sadis is because when I play with a team or a teammate, we always have more ongoing directive. So you can see what I'm about to say here. 102.4k base damage. Yeah, this is around the same, but this is expertise 24, this is expertise 12. So if I was to rank this up to 24, this vector will hit harder than the Ouroboros, as you see. But then on top of that, you have Sadis. So it amplifies 20% damage to bleeding enemies. That is a buff. Sadis got buff, Alice got buff, you know, Ignited got buff. All of those talents that do stats effects, they all give you amplified damage. So if you use this with this build and you got hollow point bullets from ongoing directive, that person is shredded. I'm telling you, it doesn't play. But that's why we're gonna be using this SMG. But this is basically for secondary purposes, like I said, for when I'm playing with somebody who has on hollow points. So yeah, just want to get that done. For the pistol, we got a card pistol. Everybody already know what this is. Give you the skill tier, and we got sledgehammer, like I said, depending on what specials I played with. So now what we have here is the Walker and Harris mask. But before I show you that, let's get to the ninja bike, because some people might not know what the ninja bike does. So to make long story short, basically what the ninja bike does is called resourceful. Slots in with any equipped gear set or brand set. Item will fill in the requirements towards of unlocking gear set bonus, can unlock bonuses for multiple sets simultaneously. So basically what this is, if I throw on the one piece of this, I get the two piece, and if I throw on two piece, I get the three piece. That's how that works. You got it? Bet. So now let's go back to the Walker and Harris mask. So the reason why I throw on the Walker and Harris mask is because if I throw on the one piece, I get the 5% weapon damage. This whole build is based off weapon damage and amplified damage. That's what you want to go for. That's why it hits for 107k or 102k base damage when you get it to how it's supposed to be. So then we got 5% damage to armor because I got on the one piece. As you see, crit chance, crit damage, or crit chance, and armor. It's a unicorn piece, but as long as you get those two rolls, slap that blue core on, but that's what we have for that, right? So then boom, now we got a suckle of chest piece. Of course you got an SMG, so of course you want the highest SMG damage. Like I said, this is an SMG build. So now I got the one piece suckle off on. Now I got 15% SMG, no, 10% SMG damage, sorry, and 15% critical hit damage. My bad. And then you see max and rolls. I will want to get this as a unicorn piece, but people already know this is kind of hard to get. But I would really want to get this as a unicorn piece so I could take the red for the weapon damage and put it to a blue to basically have 1.9 million armor. Yeah, my damage would drop down, but I'll be a little bit more tankier. But yeah, if you have a chest piece with a blue, just take the 1.7 off and go to just 1.9. You're still gonna hit like a truck. And of course we have Unbreakable here, which is the meta talent that everybody been rocking. If I want to, I could slap on Obliterate, and Obliterate will literally delete any build in this game, but that is risky because yeah, you at 1.7, everybody got Unbreakable. So but yeah, definitely get this chest piece. The other thing you want is the meta holster. I call it the meta holster. Everybody knows what this is. I don't have to really break it down, but for anybody that is new to the game, which I know some people are, when you throw on the one piece, you get the skill tier, which I'm not using this for the skill tier and for the skill ace. I'm using this to keep my armor up to 1.7 so I could get a free 15% weapon damage. Because if I change, because you can't change the core, well you could change the core, but if I change the core, then I'm not gonna be able to get the weapon damage there, you know what I'm saying? So I want to use this to have 1.7 million armor, because if I take this piece off and throw in weapon damage, I'm dropping down to 1.5. So I want to get as much armor as I can. So that's why I'm using this. So basically this is useful, but I'm using it for the armor and for the 15% weapon damage. But that's what I'm using it for. And of course we got crit damage there as well. Next, we want to throw on the, I don't really know what you want to call this, but I'm gonna call this the electric brand set. But what you want to throw on is 2 pieces of this to get 3 piece, because you're getting 30% SMG damage. This is where it sleeps at. This is where the build hits like a truck. You need to have this. But what you want to do, because this always rolls with yellow, so it might take you some time, but you want to get a unicorn piece. And I know what you might say, well, why don't you try it out with Perfect Companion? Yeah, that hits like a truck too, but again, you don't have that survivability. It's what you want, because you don't have Adrenaline Rush, because you got on the Ninja Bite. But again, you want to get 2 pieces of this brand set, because you want to get the 30% SMG. Forget the status, forget the 20% shock resistance, forget about that. You want the 30% SMG, because now you got 30% SMG damage, you got 10 right here, and you got a 15, then you got the Ninja Bite pack back that's giving you armor and more weapon damage, and you got a crit damage rolling there, and then you have this holster which is giving you more weapon damage. That's why I said you kind of want to, this is a weapon damage build. And then of course with the specialization, of course I got SMG damage built on this specialization as well, so we're doing with that. So you got that, bet. Now let's go. Now we got the skills. What you want to go with, it don't really matter what you want to rock, but like I said, you want to have more survivability, so just go with the defender drone. And I always rock post. I like to scan the area, especially with a build like this that I do know that, you know, you could catch me slipping, but I could catch you slipping too. But if you don't want to use post, you could just use decoy. You know, everybody runs the decoy. You know, it ain't nothing crazy about that, so you could choose that. So that's basically what it is. Now let's get to the stats, because that's what y'all want to care about, right? So with the Ouroboros, we got 60% crit chance. Remember I told you we had max crit for both SMGs and 154 crit damage, right? 154 crit damage. Then we got 40% reload speed. Oh, and now we're here. I actually forgot to tell you something, but I'm gonna get to that because it's gonna be all over the place. But we got 40% reload speed because of my glove. Now you might be like, well, why you don't have a crit chance there, Ro? Well, guess what? If I get a crit chance roll here on this glove, I'm gonna be over the cap. So I'm thinking, well, what can I use to, like, you know, substitute another attribute? So I decided to go with weapon handling. Now that's not the max roll. Of course, the max roll is 8, but the reason why I'm going with weapon handling, because weapon handling, it increases the reload speed, increases the accuracy and stability and swap speed. Yeah, 8% might not be a lot, but it is a lot. So why would I use crit chance if I'm over the cap and I'm using SMGs? There's no point. I might as well substitute that and get something else out of the build, right? So that's what I did for that. So that's why I have these type of stats. Now let's go to the other vector, which is the one with Sadis. Same stats, 60, 154. You know, yeah, probably don't have the highest reload speed because, you know, this doesn't roll with reload speed on it as the Ouroboros, but as you see, I still have some specs there. So again, the build hits like a truck. I don't want to, you know, overdo the video. I kind of probably kept you out here for too long, but I'm telling you, this probably is the best SMG build in the game. It does so much damage, and I'm telling you, it will shred anything. If you got aim, if you got movement, if you know how to pop shot and everything like that, this build is going to be probably your favorite build to rock. But other than that, hey, if you want to catch more for me, subscribe, like, comment. Even if you don't like me, dislike, I don't care. The algorithm, it is what it is. I see y'all out in my next video. Peace.
TikTok, wrist out, flex up, wrist up, reach